Hi, my name is Emily Detmar, and I'm going to talk to you today about my internship I did with City of Refuge. The City of Refuge is a nonprofit organization that helps refugees and immigrants when they arrive to mid-Missouri. I live in Columbia, Missouri, and I know this is a local organization. I don't know if they have other chapters in other locations or not. They provide basic needs programs, educational support, counseling services, and professional development opportunities. They also help connect refugees with others from their same country. They work a lot with different church communities within our city and and help them develop a community here locally. This picture illustrates some of the countries that City of Refuge, um, some a lot of the people from City of Refuge are from. So you can see here, Democratic Republic of Congo, um, Sudan, Afghanistan and Burma. Those are the ones that I have met the most from, are people from those countries. Usually, refugees go through a vetting process that takes a number of years. They have to file for being allowed to come to our country after waiting in refugee camps for a number of years. But for certain countries, for example, that are extremely volatile, like Democratic Republic of the Congo or Afghanistan, that process is expedited, and as Ukraine as well. And so a lot of times you have people coming here that are immediately from very traumatic circumstances and have not next to nothing when they come here. I found this internship um, when I was on Facebook. Actually, a friend of mine volunteers with them and posted that they on social media that they were looking for interns with a link. And so I clicked on the link and it took me to their website. And so I applied online. And a couple days later, I was contacted by um, an internship coordinator that works there, and I went in person for an interview. I did several things as an intern. Um, my days varied from day to day depending on what they needed. One of the main things I think that I spent a lot of time doing was organizing and sorting donations. City of Refuge is very reliant on um, donations from other people, whether they be furniture, clothing, basic hygiene supplies like shampoo, soap, diapers, detergent, cars. We've had people donate cars, clothing, household supplies like pots and pans, blankets, sheets, you name it. All of that is donated to City of Refuge for the refugees to use. Um, so that's a lot, and it's a large part of what they do is sort through those donations and make sure they can get to the refugees. So I've worked a lot with that, with with the organizing and donating, sorting the donations. I shadowed and supported several of the employees at City of Refuge. For example, I attended a city carnival, and worked a booth for City of Refuge along with some of the employees that work there. I ran a game, interacted with a lot of the refugee children that way. I've also helped people write resumes and apply to jobs. I've helped the donations coordinator. I've gone to storage units with her and helped get things from there and help her set up the boutique that and different other things that they have going on. I've also helped provide child care for the refugees who are receiving services. For example, when some of the refugees had to get English language testing so that they could get um, qualify for English language lessons, I helped provide childcare for them, as well as when some of the mothers attend sewing classes. I have met with educational liaisons to help them plan their new youth program. The goal is that they're going to start a high school youth program that will meet once a week. It will help refugees and give the youth the support to teach them some things like money management and how to find a job and the process of how to apply for college and things like that, as well provide a supportive environment for them that they can um, have a sense of community with each other. I also help refugees get basic hygiene items. This picture right here on the screen is Some of the things found in their basic needs closet, as you can see, there's shelves of diapers and wipes. This is only about, a fourth of what they have there. On this other picture is some of the things where you see shampoo and soap and detergent, feminine hygiene products. All these things are available for free for refugees that come in. I've helped to stock these. I've also helped to put um, to distribute them. About a month or two in to when I was at City of Refuge, they relocated locations, and that was a big project. I helped to pack up, unload the trailer, and unpack and organize things in the new location, and that took several weeks to do. Another thing that I've helped to do is set up the City of Refuge boutique. Now, the boutique is almost all of these, actually all of these things are donations that were given by people in our community for the refugees. Now, unfortunately, some of these donated items are things that aren't necessarily very practical for the refugees to use. For example, home decor items that, are more America specific, like Christmas decorations or things like that. So I help to set that up and price things in there, and all the money that we get from selling items there goes directly back to City of Refuge to purchase things that the refugees need. Um, I benefited the City of Refuge by I provided experience perspective for the educational liaisons who were seeking to start a youth program. I had a lot of experience working with the youth and the children in my church community, and so I had a lot of experience of what types of activities might be appealing to them, as well as try to help them maybe figure out a good structure of how a program should work. Unfortunately, that program has kind of been pushed off to start next semester when after I've already graduated, but I hope to still volunteer in some capacity next at the start of the new year. I interacted with and helped provide services for the refugee population. Um, I worked at the help desk, and I would help direct them to the people that could help them get the help that they needed. This example right here in this picture is a picture of the carnival that I was at, where I helped run a booth. I've also helped at career fairs. I one time went by myself to a career fair and represented City of Refuge and tried just to get community awareness. This is also at the university here, University of Missouri. They have a booth there at the career fairs to advertise that they do need help in volunteer work and interns, and it provides a great experience for the interns and also for City of Refuge. I benefited personally from my internship because I gained a deeper sense of gratitude for my blessings. A lot of these refugees come to the United States with next to nothing. They don't have, they hardly speak English a lot of the time. They don't have a job and just basically have the clothes on their back. So it's really humbling to interact with these people and see the joy that they have with each other to just be in a country that's safe. Um, so I really agreed. It's been a very humbling experience for me to interact with the refugees. I have had the opportunity to interact with several different people in the community, and I've gained experience with working with the refugee population and interacting in a lot of capacities. For example, I helped the educational liaisons. I also helped the donation coordinator. Um, and so in those areas, I feel like I've really gained a lot of experience, and that could potentially help benefit me in the future when I look for employment. I also feel like I've gained friendships with several of the other volunteers there and some of the staff members. Everyone that works at City of Refuge is very down to earth and humble. They're there because they want to help people and because they love the refugee population and they want to help them to have a better life. One important connection that I made between some of my coursework and my internship experience is related to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I learned this in one of my psychology classes. Um, An important part of supporting a person who is in crisis, who has been displaced from their home, is to provide them with basic needs like food or shelter. Maslow's hierarchy of needs illustrates how if a person doesn't have the basics in their life, like food or shelter or security, it's really really difficult for them to thrive and to progress in their lives because they're so focused on just surviving. City of Refuge helps to build that gap between surviving and thriving. They provide support, they help them find apartments, employment, connect them with services in the community so that they can get food and their families can get the support that they need so that they and their families can thrive in America. Would I recommend this internship? I would. It was a wonderful experience. It was a lot of hard work, but I'm glad that I did it. Um, because this is a more local internship, I don't know that it would be available online, but if anyone is in the mid-Missouri region and would be interested, the way you go about applying for the internship would be to log on to their website, cityofrefugecolumbia.org, and on there you will find several opportunities to volunteer or to intern. I'm thankful I've had the opportunity to do so, and I've learned a lot, and I hope to continue to volunteer with City of Refuge in the future. Uh, all right, thanks for listening.